So, when you think about farming, you probably picture something pretty timeless, right? Fields, tractors, tradition. But what if I told you that right now, farming is going through one of the biggest technological revolutions in its history? Seriously, it's completely changing how we grow our food. Let's get into it.
It really all comes down to this one absolutely massive question. Every single year, there are more of us on this planet, but the amount of land and water, that's not growing. So, how on earth do we solve that puzzle?
Well, the answer isn't just one simple fix. It's a full-on revolution, and it's being driven by artificial intelligence. We're talking about a transformation that touches everything, from the satellites way up in orbit all the way down to the dirt beneath our feet. To really get a sense of how big this is, you have to understand we're not just talking about slightly better tractors or a new kind of fertilizer. This is a complete reimagining of what agriculture can be, making it way more precise, predictive, and productive than we ever thought possible. The absolute core of this whole thing is precision. AI lets farmers move away from that old one-size-fits-all approach, treating an entire 100-acre field as one single thing. Now, they can manage it almost plant by plant, making sure every single drop of water, every nutrient is used perfectly. So, how does this actually work in the real world? Well, you can think of it like this. AI is giving farmers this incredibly powerful new set of tools. It's like upgrading from a simple shovel to a super high-tech, data-driven toolkit. So let's open it up and see what's inside. First up, you've got these digital eyes-in-the-sky satellites. Now, the real magic isn't just the pictures. It's the AI that can look at that data and see things we can't, like subtle changes in light that show a crop is stressed for water or low on nutrients. And it can spot these problems weeks, literally weeks, before a farmer would ever notice anything was wrong just by walking the fields. It's an amazing early warning system.
Okay, so if satellites give you the big picture, drones get up close and personal. They fly low over the fields, gathering this incredibly detailed centimeter-level data. The AI then crunches all that information and creates what they call prescription maps. It's basically a custom-made recipe for every single square foot of the farm, telling tractors exactly where to apply water or fertilizer and, crucially, where not to.
And finally, we've got to go underground. You have this whole network of wireless sensors buried in the soil, acting like a digital nervous system for the farm. They're constantly feeding the AI real-time data on everything from moisture to temperature. This gives the system the intel it needs to predict the absolute perfect time to plant, to water, or to harvest.
Okay, so we've seen the toolkit, satellites, drones, sensors. Pretty cool stuff. But what does all this smart farming actually do? What kind of results are we seeing out in the field? Let's start with a huge one, water. We all know how precious it is. And with AI-driven smart irrigation, farmers can cut their water usage by 20 to 30%. That's a massive number. It works by giving the crops the exact amount of water they need precisely when they need it. No more, no less. Just total efficiency. I mean, just look at the difference here. This is a fundamental shift away from guesswork. Before, you'd water on a schedule. Now, it's based on real-time data. Before, you might spray a whole field with pesticide for a small problem. Now you have automated pest detection that targets only the affected plants. It is a total game changer.
And the uses just keep expanding. AI can give an early heads up for pests and diseases, which can save an entire harvest. It can also predict with incredible accuracy how much a field will yield months in advance. And that kind of information, it doesn't just help the farmer. It sends ripples through the entire global food supply chain, helping to reduce waste and keep prices stable for all of us.
But of course, a revolution this huge doesn't happen overnight. And it's not without its challenges. So let's be real for a second and take a look at the road ahead, both the hurdles we're facing today and the super exciting stuff that's just around the corner.
Look, there are definitely hurdles. The cost to get started can be really high, which is a big barrier for smaller farms. You need technical know-how, and of course, data privacy is a huge concern. But the future frontiers are just incredible. We're talking about full Internet of Things integration, where every single piece of equipment on the farm is connected and smart. We're talking about using blockchain for total transparency, from the farm right to your kitchen table. And all of this is leading to even more powerful AI that can help us farm smarter in a rapidly changing climate.
So the big takeaway here is that we're living through this revolution right now. What seriously sounded like science fiction just a few decades ago is becoming the day-to-day reality on farms all over the world. It might be a quiet revolution, happening out in the fields,
but it's completely reshaping our ability to feed the planet. So the real question isn't if this tech will change our food system. It's how we make sure that everyone, everywhere, can share in the benefits.